Okay, so this video is going to be on setting up APRS on your Anytone 878 or 578. It's kind of a three-step process and it's kind of a convoluted deal, so I'll show you the way that I understand it. For reference, if you look for somebody like Dave Cassler, KE0OG here on YouTube, he walks through it and he makes it look pretty easy. His are the process I followed to learn how to do it. First thing, and I showed this once before, you go into options, make sure GPS and APRS are both checked because APRS requires GPS in order to function. So, okay. Second thing is, I'm going to go back up to our repeater. For analog APRS, and I went too far. Okay. So I have analog APRS set up on this repeater. So APRS report type analog, this is off, everything's off. Okay. I'll show you this one. I don't have APRS running on, so that's off and everything's off by default. Okay. Now I'll go back down to a digital so you can see this. And I'll just use 3109. Okay, APRS is off. That's because this is all the analog stuff. You don't do anything in here in a digital channel for APRS. You need to come over here to APRS here, and when you click on that, it doesn't normally do that. So I'm going to pause this and I will come back when it fills in. Okay, it took a couple seconds, but it finally opened up properly. So you'll set your information here. I believe that's all the defaults. If you're going to put your latitude and longitude manually, you'll do it there. Otherwise, leave it alone. It'll pick it up by GPS. For the analog, you will have no tone. You'll have it set for 144.3900. It does not matter if your digital is UHF or VHF or not. You have it set for this. Leave that as that. Put your call sign here. If you want to specify your SSID or service set identifier, you do that there. Leave those. Wide 2.2 is fine. I believe on the other one I showed you, it had like wide 1.1 and wide 2.2. You can put in whatever you want it to send out, and that's what it'll, if you hover over it, that's what it'll show. All the rest of this is fine. Turbo, just to make sure it gets there. So this is what goes out on any channel, the analog repeater or simplex that you actually turn APRS on. Okay, analog only. Digital is up here. So report channel, I chose the Muscatine 3119. It takes the default slot. All of them will go to 310999, and it's a private call. So I've got 3100, Southeast 5, and Local 9. And I will also go in here just so you can see this. I'm going to scroll it all the way down because it should be right down here. I'm going to choose Muscatine Direct. I'm going to make you 310999. And then I'm also going to add Tipton Direct to this as well. Okay. Your options over here are private call, group call, or all call. Just leave it at private. This one here, you can specify a time slot. Just leave it at channel. It's going to use whatever slot you have that talk group programmed into. Don't worry about delays. Don't worry about anything else. Go ahead and click OK. APRS should be enabled on those talk groups. Okay. Under digital, there is nothing for APRS because it's all right there. And under analog, there's nothing for APRS because it's all right there. Go ahead and save your file. When you save, it's going to prompt you, because I've already saved once. I said yes, I want it to overwrite. Save file is done. So if you have any questions, if you run into any problems, and especially if you look at Dave Cassler's videos and they don't help you out, feel free to leave questions at the bottom in the comments section, and I'll do what I can to help you out with them.